Salutations everyone, welcome back back to my channel. This is the last video that I'm filming. It's 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. I must be lonely. You will hear me sing that song, just a snippet, on a previous video, because I'm filming at the same time with this look. I'm not wasting this Phlebotomist look I just did today at work. Before we get into the video, which will be, I know I'm an adult, but I'm a kid at heart. And despite my adulting, I'm going to be ranking all of my Tinkerbell films. I have ranked all my Monster High videos, DVD, like movies. I will link that up in the corner. I will link it up whichever corner it is. I will link that up there if you want to watch that. And my thoughts on the reboot of Monster High, animated films that came out a few years ago. I will also link that up there too. So there's 2 separate videos on that. So I'll rank those up there too. But we're gonna do this. Don't worry, there's another one that's coming that there's a big blitz for the movie that's coming out. Hi, I'm tour guide Barbie. I'm gonna be ranking all my Barbie films, the CGI animated Barbie films. So that one will be coming shortly. I have no shame. You can't see the shelf. Like, you can see a little bit of the shelf over here, so off to the side. Both of these are full of movies, DVDs and Blu-rays. Some VHS tapes are on the top of the bookshelf, but this lower shelf that I'm pointing to, you can see my finger. So this lower shelf right here where I'm pointing, you see that? About 80% of it is Barbie films. And then I have about 6 on my bedside table that I keep near my DVD player and screen TV. So that'll be coming. So I just wasted almost 3 minutes of your time talking about that. But let's get into ranking the Tinkerbell films. And also and then the Pixie Hollow game. Just want to triple check everything. I have everything set, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. I'm not going to give you like a full rundown, but we're going to get into it. So here we go. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. We're going to start from, I'm not going to say least favorite, although they were all pretty good. Least favorite to my favorite. Okay, that was a 4-minute explanation for something very simple. Okay, let's get into this. Coming in at number 7 is the Pirate Fairy. It's cute, but it's alright. There's a little, okay, so I'm just going to read you the blurb on the back. From the world of Peter Pan comes the Pirate Fairy, a swashbuckling new adventure about Zarina, the voice of Christina Hendricks, a smart and ambitious dustkeeper fairy who's captivated by blue pixie dust and its endless possibilities. When Zarina's wild ideas get her into trouble, she flees Pixie Hollow and joins forces with the scheming pirates of Skull Rock, who make her captain of their ship. Tinkerbell, voice of Mae Whitman, and her friends must embark on an epic adventure to find Zarina, and together they go sword to sword against the band of pirates led by a cabin boy named James, voice of Tom Hiddleston, who will soon be known as Captain Hook himself. Enjoy the laughter, heart, magic, and thrills of the Pirate Fairy. I don't know why I read this half in a faux British accent. What is wrong with me? I'm going through some stuff. So This one, it just didn't capture my attention as much, and it was cute introducing Baby Crocky and Baby Captain Hook, to see his, his villain origin story. He was basically terrorized by a bunch of people, okay? And I will say this, just sidebar. As an adult watching Disney films and animated films of my childhood, you know how since this movie just came out, The Little Mermaid, and she had locks in her hair kind of like mine. Uh, you know, the reboot, but the original, it's still the same origin story that was based off of Hans Christian Andersen. But I root for Ursula now. She tried to tell Homegirl, you didn't read the contract, baby. Now, as an adult, think about all the things that we have to sign, and you don't read the fine print. You are now having to live with the consequences of your actions. Now, I'm just saying, the majority, which is a lot, the films here on the bottom shelf, and behind that are a lot of Disney films. The majority is all Disney. I don't know if I'll ever rank all my Disney films, but there's a lot of Disney films back there. A lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So, sidebar, yeah. Sidebar done. Least favorite. I felt it was a little lackluster, but it was cute. But still not my favorite. And it comes in at number 7. Just personally, it wasn't for me. And the character of Zarina, she was so-so. I liked Terrence, the other Dustkeeper fairy, and the one that, I forgot his name. But he was adorable, and he was older in a little Scottish kilt. He was like, oh, you girls, like, hello. Like, it's very, very, very cute. Perry Fairy? Was it Perry Fairy? Yeah, the Perry, the Dust Fairy. Yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh, how do I know this? Just like earlier in another 2 videos ago, I don't know, I bust out singing Piano in the Dark, a song I haven't heard since I was probably 3. I don't know what's going on. But okay, number 7 is Pirate Fairy. And number 6 is Pixie Hollow Games, which is adorable. And I mean, it's not really focused on Tink, it's more of Rosetta and this other young lady who is a garden fairy, Chloe. And they are trying to dig deep, break the streak. And I think a Baby Zendaya has a little song in there. You got to dig a little deeper. It's adorable. So it's like a relay sport. It's a big old competition game in Pixie Hollow, and the garden fairies lose. Like, they are just not a winning team ever. And Rosetta doesn't like to get dirty. Yet she's a garden fairy, and she's great with things that involve dirt, but she doesn't like to get dirty. So she's like, dirt, ooh. She gets the vipers. So it's cute. It's a very short film. I think, what is it, like 40? It's 22 minutes. I was gonna say it's 40 minutes. It's 22 minutes. It was kind of like one of those in-betweener vignettes, stories, and it's cute. There's nothing wrong with it. It is adorable as all get out, honestly. It really is. It's just adorable. Nothing wrong with this. It's just not the others. Basically, now we're going to hit number 5, and this is getting closer to, I'll tell you where it hits the heartstrings, okay? You will know. You will know. Number 5 is The Lost Treasure. Okay, it's super cute. It is adorable. It was the second film in the Tinkerbell series. I think this came out in 2009. It's about almost 90 minutes long. So basically the little blurb is, let your imagination take flight in an enchanting new motion picture starring the world's most beloved fairy. This year's autumn revelry promises to be something special. A blue harvest moon will rise, allowing the fairies to use a precious moonstone to restore the pixie dust tree, the source of all their magic. But when Tinkerbell accidentally puts all of Pixie Hollow in jeopardy, she must venture out across the sea on a secret quest to set things right. With some help from her friend Terrence and a charming, rascally firefly named Blaze, Tink braves an astonishing new world and discovers the greatest treasure of all. Tinkerbell and the Lost Treasure is a remarkable tale about the power of true friendship that your family will want to enjoy over and over again. It's basically Tink doing Tink things, and Tink getting her little tinky ass in a sling. Okay, pardon my froms. It's again, she is living with the consequences of her actions. She jacked up something that puts all of Pixie Hollow in jeopardy. I mean, it's a good little film. Not my favorite, but it's good. And it was the second one, so I remember being excited. Okay, sidebar, my mother bought me this. My mother bought me all of them except 2. 2008. I was still a kid in 2008. A big kid, but still a kid. And my mom bought it. She's like, Peapod, it's Tinkerbell. And she surprised me and bought it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I still have it, and I'm never gonna get rid of it. I don't care if if it won't work and there's Disney Plus and everything like that and streaming services. I'll never get rid of the physical copy just because my mom got it for me. That lady knew how to bring so much joy to my life. So it's cute. It's just not my favorite. Now, this was 5. 4, this is where the last 4 are it for me. Okay? It's not one is better than the other. It's more of how I felt towards this. So, we're going to get into it. So, I'm going to hit you with number 4. Number 4 is the first one. This is the one I just talked about. My mom bought. It was the cute little lead-in, And look at that beautiful holographic cover. Come on. So this is the first one that came out in 2008. Was it 2008 or 2007? 2008. 2008. So I'll read the back of it. It says, journey into the secret world of Pixie Hollow, and hear Tinkerbell speak for the very first time as the astonishing story of Disney's most famous fairy is finally revealed in this all-new motion picture, Tinkerbell. Have you ever wondered how nature gets its glow? Who gives it light and color as the seasons come and go? Enter a land of adventure and mystery as Tinkerbell and her 4 best fairy friends turn winter into spring, and with the power of faith, trust, and a little bit of pixie dust, learn the importance of being true to yourself. Overflowing the fun and imagination, Tinkerbell is a celebration of the beloved fairy in her first motion picture. Experience this amazing tale, bound to delight the entire family. It truly is a joy. It is adorable. This comes in at number 4. It is so stinking cute. It is the origin. Basically, they're rewriting the origin story from J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan and how Tinkerbell plays a point of this, especially in the Disney film from 1955, when the first Peter Pan movie came out. It was in the 50s. So, 70 plus years ago. It's kind of wild, right? She speaks, and how Pixie is born is when a baby laughs, and then the baby laughs, and the little, from the dandelion, the little seed of the flower is floating, and the baby laughs, and all of a sudden, it passes through Pixie Hollow, a little near the stream of the pixie dust tree, and there's Tinkerbell. Hello. It's very cute. It's very emotional. As somebody who grew up on a lot of Disney and watched it with my mom as a whole 20-year-old, I did not care. As you can see, I have an insane amount of animated films and stuff behind me. I don't know if you can make it out, but this whole roll right here, starting from X-Men the animated series, X-Men Evolution, Wolverine the X-Men, the greatest animated series of all time, Batman the Animated Series, rest in peace, Kevin Conroy. He will forever be my Batman. Then Superman the Animated Series, Return of the Joker, Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited, and Birds of Prey. So well, that's a live action show, but everything else, and then the movies on top of it. Static Shock, Zeta Project, all of that in the DCAU is all tied together, and it's beautiful. We'll talk about that in a different video. But right now, Tinkerbell. And this one is number 4 because of the nostalgia feels. And it's cute. It's the first one that set off the film series. I'm sad that they don't have anymore. I think they stopped back in 2014, 2015. And I have them anyway. So we're going to talk about the top 3. Let's get to it. Number 3 is The Secret of the Wings. Turns out Tink has a twin. She's got a twin sister, Perry. Periwinkle? Is it? Yeah, I think it's Periwinkle. It's Periwinkle, isn't it? Yes, she's a frost fairy. She lives in the cold, while Tink is a warm fairy. And they're twins. They're sisters. They were born in the same laugh. Their wings match. The story is precious. Tink's sacrifice on what she does to make sure her, oh my god, it's so cute. Her creating a little snow machine. It's so cute. It's so freaking cute. And it just kind of hits you in the feels. It's precious, especially when, you know, something happens. It's that moment and you're like, oh no, and everybody's like, oh, your wings. I'm not giving it away if you haven't seen it, but I'll literally just say, oh, your wings. Okay, that's all. Now, we're down to the top 2, and I'm battling myself. No, I know exactly. I am firm in my decision for my top 2. So I am firm. The Great Fairy Rescue. It's so fresh. This is Lizzie, and she's like a little girl. Her dad is a botanist, or he's like a doctor of some sort, and she's in the English countryside and like in the meadows, and she believes in fairies. This little sweet little girl, so innocent. She's like 6, 7, 8 years old or something like that, and she believes in fairies. So this is the first time. So in this movie, Tinkerbell and her friends, it is the first time they met a human. Like, they actually interact with a human. Lizzie is the first person they interact with. And it's so precious because a child, she literally had little fairy houses, and she drew them, and she had all these little like stories and things like that where she just had this oh, it's so precious. And her father's like a workaholic, and he's one of those science, you know, I'm team science, but science, fairies aren't real, they're not scientific. Okay, this is obviously like the early 1900s, maybe 1920s. It takes place because of the car and the clothing. So you gotta think, Tinkerbell's not taking place in modern times, it's taking place in the early 1900s. So like the 1910s, 1920s. So it's precious. It's precious because Lizzie is precious. And also it made me like video a lot more. But also as an adult watching this again, I'm like, Vivian made complete that she was a fast fairy, and she's the one in the cute plum outfit. Is she on the... Yeah, she's the one right here. That's Vidya. She's in the little cute plum purpley outfit. And if you recognize the voice actor, she was also the voice of Spinelli from Recess. Dun, dun, dun. I'm not going to hum the Recess theme song. I've been singing and humming enough songs today. Okay, I have issues. Or I'm just tired and my body is like, my brain is like, hey, things are happening. All right. Number 1. Tale of the Never Beast. Legend of the Never Beast. When I tell you, I was sitting in my bedroom audibly sobbing about this. Fern is an animal fairy, and there's like this ancient myth about a massive creature that comes that may terrorize or is the end of Pixie Hollow. But Fawn, an animal fairy, she's not afraid to break the rules and find something. She finds this, and she names it like Scruff, and it has an incredible, beautiful story. He only wakes up, I think, once every 1,000 years or something like that. And that basically, fairies don't live long, super, super, super long. So that means you put 2 and 2 together, okay? Weeping. This came out in 2014, 2015, yeah. Me, whole 20-something, weeping at this film. Weeping. My mom walked in my room. Peapod, what's wrong? Mom, I watched the Tinkerbell film. Snot, everything. It'll have you in your feels. I will say it was a great note for them to go out on, because this was the last full-length film, and it's beautiful. And I think they stopped production on these, so they're not going to make any more. But this was a great film, almost 10 years ago. It's wild how time flies. 2023. This was so good. And for those of you that do have these, pull them out. If you don't, if you have streaming services, Disney Plus. I'm not plugging Disney Plus. I'm not sponsored by anybody. It's just me, myself, and I in my little home with my junk everywhere. As you can see, my room, my whole space is very lived in. It's just me. So, I'm not sponsored. I'm not plugging anything. I don't have any streaming services. So, if you have this, watch it. If you have Disney Plus, I'd say get on there and watch it. If you have watched it, if you want to comment, let me know what you think of the ranking. This is number 1. It's precious. Like I said earlier, I will be ranking a few other of my films, so there'll probably be quite a few of the Barbie films. I'm a Barbie girl, and I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. So DCAU, possibly my Batman films, animated, not the live action. If I'm gonna rate live action, I really didn't like them, other than the 2 Michael Keaton ones from 1989, 1992. That's it. That's it. Everybody's like, you don't like the is it Christopher Nolan trilogy with Christian Bale? No, I didn't. It wasn't good. In my opinion, again, this is subjective. In the 90 ones, the 1990s, Val Kilmer's was okay. He was a pretty good Batman. But George Clooney, it was a little bit more comedic than it needed to be, which was like a nice, cute nod to the 1960 Adam West one, like the pow, right, boom, the campy. It was a little campy, so that was cute as all get out. But that was all for the rankings. Thank you so much for sticking with me the last 30 minutes. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I got one more in me to film. I am so tired, but I might squeeze one more in. It's past 3 a.m. in the morning. That's going to be the recurring theme in all of these videos that you'll see. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Peace easy. I will see you soon. You will see me soon. You'll see the same glorious face and makeup in at least 3-4 videos. Please stay tuned. I don't ask people to subscribe, but if you would like to, please subscribe. Wherever the heck that is, the button, and click the all with the bell and then all notifications. Leave a comment if you want. I'm just, I'm here to entertain you. It's just really me talking. This is actually fun and also not therapeutic, but kind of, sort of. Also, just living as an adult, as a kid, you didn't have adult money and responsibilities. But now, I mean, I have responsibilities, but I have adult money. And yes, I do save. And yes, I do pay for nursing school and other things. But I'm also on the verge of buying a new car. But just buying a car, period. Ugh, I hate the process. But also, I'm buying back my childhood one freaking piece at a time. Okay? Okay. Evident. But yeah. So, but peace easy. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Please take care of yourself and one another. It would behoove you to make good choices. Please let others that you're thinking of, let them know you're thinking about them. Text, call, email. Roll up if you can and see them. Don't wait till it's too late. Okay? That's the moral of the story today. That's the moral of the story. Is do not wait until it is too late for you to do something about somebody in your life. Okay? Okay. Thank you so much. Until next time, I will see you. Bye.